Hey guys, it's me, Solar VR, the creator of The Celestial Void and actor of Eclipse. So, this video will mostly be explaining about The Celestial Void, the lore, and debunking theories, and seeing if people are right, they're wrong, and etc., all of that. Because, one of my friends suggested that, hey, not a lot of people are in the Discord server. Some are either underage or they just don't have access to it. And I was like, you're right. So I made a community post and made like a little scenario. Well, technically it happened so many times. But I posted a scenario in the community post, and thank you, Lunar Drop, for explaining or at least showing your theories to people. And a lot of people are actually kind of shocked. So, let's just get this over with. But also, I just want to say thank you, Lunar Drop, for sending me your updated theories. Well, technically not updated theories, but just your theories in general. Thank you, and I will be using them for this video. So, Xavier and Isaiah being born in the 200, that is true. 201, Jonah was born. That is close and false, but Jonah was born in 2001. Now, for what Lunar Drop has said, I can't fully confirm, but I think Alicia and Craig were born between 2004 and 2006 because their mentally age states that it's 15. That is true. They both passed away at 15, so you got that right. You get a gold star. As for Steve, I'm going with my gut and say he has to be at least 10 through 13 years old when he's died. Most of us think he could be older because he can somewhat drive. Usually when working in circus, I looked at, and small amount of them actually teaches people how to drive when it comes to autos. So, I will say this right now, Steve is neither 10 through 13, he is actually 9. And he was going to turn 10 the next day of his death. So, you got that right. I'll give you that one. You kind of got it right. Isaiah and Xavier are twin brothers. They had 8 other siblings who seem to all have passed away. I feel like the dad is behind all of it. I'll explain that later. Isaiah dealt with a sickness that his dad also has. The sickness got worse before Eric gave him Remit and other medication that caused him pain. I think Eric is also the reason of the children's death, which 100% it is actually all true. Isaiah has dealt with his sickness. They all had 8 other siblings. Most people have heard 11, but that's because those other kids weren't actually related to them and are not related. Well, they were in those types of families where the parents split, then they get separated. So basically, it's actually 8 other siblings that are blood related. The other ones they didn't care about. And as for Eric, yes, he is actually the responsibility of why Isaiah's sickness is getting worse and his other children's deaths. Which I'm not going to tell you how those children died, but he is the main reason and the cause of it all. But as for people who think Eric is the one who gave Isaiah the sickness, no, it was from genetics, and there was nothing Eric could do about it or stop it, so the only way was to test his son out. 2006. At the age of 6, on Isaiah and Xavier's birthday, they were last seen in Monty's Gator Golf. Proof from the ghost child memories and some vids, Xavier got killed by Vanessa first from getting stabbed, shot, and drowned. Luckily, Isaiah survived. Sadly, his mental got worse, first losing most of his siblings and now his twin, who was basically his light in the world. He tried to tell the people in the Pizzaplex that his brother was murdered, but no one believed him and said he'd just gone missing. Which it is true and shows proof that those two were not only twins, but actually died in 2006. Considering that, well, they were born in 2000, so 2000 plus 6, 2006, so that should explain everything. And yeah, after Xavier and Isaiah lost the rest of their siblings, Isaiah's mental really actually got worse. He started having hallucinations. It started driving him crazy. And Xavier was the only one to help him. But now that all of his love, support, everything that he cares about is gone, he's just fighting for survival now. And yep, no one was able to believe him because the Pizzaplex manager wanted him to keep his mouth shut. And he even threatened Isaiah, saying that, oh, if you tell anyone or ruin the business, I'm going to cut your tongue out. Which really made Isaiah be quiet for a while, maybe like 2 through maybe 6 months, and then he kept back talking, which received him being permanently banned. And since then, Isaiah has been getting worse. So, I'm not going to read everything on this one because this is mostly theories and gathering notes from the nurse report. But I will say at one point at the end, or somewhere in the middle, where it actually basically explains everything. So, at the part where it says his dad comes in and gives him something to feel all better, in one of the secret videos that you guys have seen, his dad has been giving Isaiah Redmond for the past years. Why? My only guess is he pulling a Chucky. I know it's cringe to think. It's actually not. That is actually a good thought about. Because you don't really, well, you do see it, but you have to think hard of what can give out hints, and a good one is using Chucky. At first, it was just a killer, and he transferred himself into a doll, and then bam, started killing and continuing his life, and just said, well, there we go. Alright, anyway. What if the remnant was his dad? What if the reason Isaiah went to the hospital is because he actually passed away? The only person who has the same issues causing disappearance to his own kids, and not even that, somewhere in General Isaiah, mentioned that Vanessa knew who his dad was. Eric Stars was planning to put his own soul into his son so he can possess his own kid's body and, I don't know, maybe continue work or something, but it failed, which is why Isaiah is suffering, because his soul got trapped. Then Isaiah spent the rest of his years in pain and suffering. Now, for that one, it might sound confusing, which I won't lie, it did took me a while to realize what Lunar Drop was trying to get at, but he is actually right. Eric is the reason, and yeah, Eric is the reason why all of his kids died. He is the reason why Isaiah is suffering as it is, because when every kid goes to the hospital, he tries to put his remnant in them. So when he dies, he can transfer his soul into their body and continue his work, because he is afraid of death. So the best way is to be reborn in a younger body. That's what he was trying to do. But it all failed, because at first it was going to be Xavier. His son died. Well, the only person who was still alive after Xavier was Isaiah. And Isaiah and his dad have somewhat of identical DNA besides Isaiah and just Xavier. So Isaiah actually did die in the hospital. His soul was going to pass away. But since his dad's remnant fused with his soul couldn't leave. So when him and his dad died at the same time, his dad was sent to hell. He didn't have enough time to try to switch his soul out with his son. So Eric is currently in hell, and Isaiah has no escape to leave his own body, no matter what. Just think of it like trying to find ways to kill a roach. The only possible way to kill a roach is to literally destroy its entire body. You step on it, you can shoot it, try to do anything, and there's a way for it to come back to life, or at least have its brain still working but still dealing with pain. That is what Isaiah is going through right now. So this is basically Jonah, aka Black Hole's story. So everything here is true. And most of Black Hole's backstory is actually in the Discord server, which understandable that people couldn't really guess anything except for the fact that Vanessa and Jonah used to date. That's it. So I'll just read this one for you guys. 2016 through 2018. Not sure on dates. It's fine. This will be the years of Jonah Hope's life. His life was hell. People who should loved him couldn't bear the sight of him. His dad ripped his eye out. Unsafe home. When he turned 16, or at the age of 16, he was emancipated. I got a job. God damn it. Loved his life and saved up money and moved to Japan. That's when he turned 17. Lives an amazing life, had someone who was maybe a father figure to him, and joined a band. He met a girl named Ai-chan. I hope I said that right. Dated her, broke up because she didn't like the sight of his missing eye. Then he turned 18. Which will mean he has a late birthday or early one. I don't know yet. For what it seems to me, AI and Jonah were going to be a couple, but a lot of disagreements were there. The love was slowly disappearing. He wanted to take things slow, and I'm sure he wasn't fully mentally ready for marriage, kids, etc. than her. We'll say maybe a few days later, a traumatic incident happened where they were in the wrong place, wrong time. Tetsuo, I hope I said it right, AI's brother passed away by using his body to protect Jonah, even though Jonah got shot too. It was enough to save his life. The situation was that there was a target on Jonah, and a Yakuza member, the one I think he was being taken care of disobeyed his orders and tried to kill Jonah. Jonah wanted AI to be safe, so him and the Yakuza member left Japan and went back to the States. For this one, I can't really fully say what is true and what is not true, but one thing that's kind of a mix-up, well, if people won't be able to understand, was that the Yakuza member is the one of the Yakuza members is one of the father figures of Jonah. And if I remember correctly, and Black Hole can go to the comments or just tell me what is right or wrong, and it's that the Yakuza member, I'm pretty sure, was supposed to either get rid of Jonah from his life or kill him, but he didn't. So the other Yakuza members was trying to kill Jonah themselves. And after that, Jonah went back to America and decided that, you know what, he's just going to get a job there. That's mostly it. But, yeah. Jonah's life started off bad. In the middle, it was doing good, then turned out bad. A little bit tiny good, then turned out really, really fucking bad to the point he got shot. Yeah, not really fun for him, huh? And, oh God. And, God. Oh, God. I can't wait to read these. Oh god, I already hear in the comments people are just gonna be like, so you guys fucking gaslighted us for all these months and you mean to tell me it's actually true? What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, Isaiah 2015 and 2018. Main thing I have gathered is that Isaiah left home at 16. He stayed homeless, stealing stuff and trespassing for 3 years, and that's when he met Jonah because he was stealing stuff. That is true. That's actually true. Mid 2019, working at a gas station, no one to love, just plain old times. Jonah met Isaiah on September 28th. Or before that, since Jonah knows that Isaiah has always been shoplifting, but that day is when Jonah decided to help Isaiah. They started getting to know each other and date. I don't think they were in an open relationship because Isaiah's gay. And since Vanessa probably tries to trick us, Jonah didn't know who Vanessa was, but what if since 2019, as Isaiah's death, Vanessa kills him. She knew who Jonah was after murdering Isaiah and waited for the perfect moment to make him fall in love with her and kill her. Anyway, I know Vanessa dumped Jonah's body in the lake, but I also think that Vanessa put Jonah's remnant in his heart so his soul won't move on. Use him for black hole because the others keep escaping. I had this thought that what if the more Eclipse kept escaping and being more open of the world, Isaiah would have gotten his memories back and tries to kill her. Yeah, so the soul I'm sorry. I'm trying to like calm myself down. Fuck. Alright, so anyway, Jonah, who now possesses black hole, and Isaiah, who possesses Eclipse. Yeah, when they were alive, they were actually dating. They were actually dating, and I'll just say this: everything is kind of true. So, those two actually did started dating on September 28th. And only dated for 3 days because on September 30th is where Isaiah dies. Yeah, they only dated 3 days and Isaiah died. But, it's fine. I mean, hey, those were like the most healthiest relationships they ever had. Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking about like, hey, wait a minute, I thought you told us that Black Hole and Eclipse hate each other. Yeah, Black Hole and Eclipse hate each other. Jonah and Isaiah had fallen in love with each other. Which is, if you really think about it, someone mentioned in the Discord server, I think it was Lunar Drop, where imagine you only dating someone who actually made you feel happy, who opened the light that you needed in your world for 3 days. They disappeared, you become depressed, you get killed, and yeah, now you two are robots with no memories and you hate each other. And you like despise each other. Now imagine if they get their memories back. I'm sorry for gaslighting you guys for so long. It's just that I wanted you guys to actually get to know the characters before anything like that, and to actually give a reason to. And also because I wanted to plan angst. I did not want it to be like a normal conversation. I wanted like some angst planning to do to make people cry, be shocked, and be like, what the fuck? So yeah, the cat's out of the bag with that one. For another thing that is also true, and what people haven't realized, people still think that Vanessa is like 20 or 30. Oh no, she is way, way older than that. Because keep in mind that Isaiah knew Vanessa and she was still adult and he was still a kid. they got older, and don't worry, Vanessa and Isaiah did not date. They did not. They did it. He don't like blonde bitches, so it's fine. But yeah, basically, I'll give you guys a hint that Vanessa is way older than like 50. And that's all you guys are gonna get. How does she stay looking young? I won't tell you guys. That's for you to figure out. Oh god. Finally get that out of my chest. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on the Discord server. Had like a little event thing going on without warning people, and it just kept on going until we just got bored. Wasn't even supposed to meant to go on. I just decided to do it, just say fuck it, whatever, time to scare people. And then it all started going good. I was like, wait a minute, I just got an idea. And then bam. Am I gonna change that lore? Nah, it's funny. And also pretty fucking sad. Alright, well, that's basically most of the theories that people have gotten. I can explain to you guys about Craig and Alyssa and mostly Steve's backstory. But you'll guys find out sooner or later. It'll mostly be explained in season 2. So, yeah, you guys got that going on. And I'll just quickly say this for mostly like FNAF timeline. For Secure Breach, I'll say this. For Security Breach came first, then Ruin, then the Celestial Void. So, that's what you guys got that going on. For the previous ones, I can't really tell you that because, well, it's not really a spoiler, but it'll kind of just ruin the purpose of explaining about Shadow Bonnie's backstory. So, yeah, it's better to just keep that a little secret. Yeah, I'll be alright, though. Anyway, I hope this helps. It probably didn't. If you guys have any more, like, lore idea, or you guys are having your brains, like, blown or just, like, confused that Black Hole and Eclipse are basically lovebirds when they were alive. And you guys want to know the sad part? Hey, you guys want to know the sad part? Like, come closer. I'm gonna tell you guys the sad part. It's the fact that they didn't really break up. They didn't really break up at all. So, technically, they're still dating. They just don't have a fucking clue yet. They just don't got a fucking clue yet. And another thing, before people be like, oh my god, Eclipse X Black Hole, Eclipse X Black Hole. Calm down about that, okay? You guys can calmly ship it, okay? I'm mostly revealing this and telling you guys this because most people in Discord server know and witness it, but I just want Anks. I want Anks art, animations. I want more of that. You want to know why season 2 is taking so long? I am losing motivation. I need some goddamn TCV Anks in my goddamn life. Anyway, I hope this helps. And I hope you guys were sitting down after that. Alright, anyway, bye guys. Love you.